Hi, in this video, let's take a look at a new feature, which are automated landscapes that are based on the CPC classification system, or the Cooperative Patent Classification System. So I'm going to go into my Matrix Query Manager, and I've got three here. One of them is on taking blood samples, so I'm going to open this one up. And let's go ahead and run it. And I'll load it again, and let's look at the road transportation. And let's run this one, so I'm just clicking that run button. And let's take a look at a third one so you can get an e-commerce patents. And we'll go ahead and run this one. So in the CPC system, there is a class for commerce, shopping, or e-commerce. I just called it e-commerce. That was my choice. I edited this right here and I called it that. But this is just a straight mapping of the classification system. So e-commerce is divided into these buckets right below it. See, this is a main group, and if you've seen our tooltips, you know what that means, is that below the main group you're going to have your one dots. And so here are the 5 one dots plus anything that would be in the main group itself. If we look at market research, for example, market research, which is part of e-commerce, we have the subcategories of it. And it continues. So under advertisement, there's various types of advertising. So we've broken this whole thing up into an exact mapping of the CPC system. Now, the other thing we've done is that when we go to the highest level here, e-commerce, we've taken automatically all assignees. And so if you looked at this class, this Q30 main group, and we would have 63,915 patents based on the US patents and apps that I have deduped. So I'll show you this in the next video, how we can refine this in some really excellent ways. But these are the top 20 assignees that hold patents in this area. Here is all, and at the bottom we have other. If we want to, we can drag other, say, to the top here. And so we've got 63,000 total, 49,000 that aren't the top 20, and then here's how many each of the top 20 have and how it's broken up. So if we looked at American Express, 275 marketing patents, how are they really broken up? And they're broken up across these different buckets here. Advertisement 75. How are they broken up? And mostly in targeted advertisement, some in determination of advertisement. So that's an example of one landscape. Let's go take a look at this road transportation one. So here's another one. Now here, one thing I did differently is I added the spark lines. So a spark line, you could just add them on the fly. Spark lines by publication date. So this gives me an idea of publication trends. Each spark line represents a 20-year range. And so here we're looking at road transportation of goods, but this class, look at here's the class description. It's a climate change. Mitigations now specifically related to transportation, and now we've got road transport. So I started it right here at this main group. You don't have to start them at main groups, and I'll show you that in another video. But we've got road transport, internal combustion. Remember, these are kind of green technologies. Engine management technologies for the, what is that? For the improvement of indicated efficiency or conventional, of a conventional internal combustion engine, right? See, internal technologies and then combustion chambers, adding non-fuel substances. So here are the patents there. And we'll go look at the third one. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. And we'll look at the third one, and this one, well, that's the second. Well, that was the first one. The third one is taking blood samples. So in this case, I actually started it at a 2 dot, and we're looking at specifically, right, this is diagnosis surgery. The main group in this case is detecting, measuring, or recording for diagnostic purposes. And then devices for taking blood samples, devices especially adapted for taking samples of capillary blood, example, lancets, needles, blades. So here we have single lancet, single use, details, bladeless, other. And so if we looked at single lancet, we can look at features. Multiple lancet means for keeping track, piercing, constructional features. And so if we were to look at, say, for example, what does Sanofi Aventis has in constructional features related to single lancet, which is taking blood samples, right? So we could click these 14 patents and see those, right? So there they are. And that's just one. So that's just a quick, I meant to be very quick, just how we can use the power of the Cooperative Patent Classification System called CPC to give us a very accurate technology landscape instantly. In subsequent videos, I'm going to show you how we can manipulate this landscape and add to it, take stuff away from it, constrain it in all kinds of crazy ways. So I hope you enjoyed this short first video, and I look forward to talking to you in the next one. Bye-bye.